sexy thing I see over there. Boom, boom, boom. It's me. Boom, boom, boom. It's me. It's me. Oh my goodness. Look at myself. And then look at this. My doctor has given me my life back. No more bulging stomach. Hey guys, this is Sandra Nicole Hill and I am headed to the doctor's office. So I'm going to the doctor's office for my 6-week follow-up appointment, my 6-week post-op follow-up appointment. And I do have some questions that I'm going to ask her. I've already written those questions down, so I'll share those questions with you guys, of course. And I can't wait to get in here, you know, have her poke around in my stomach and ask my questions. And yeah, so come on. Okay, so here I am again in the doctor's office. I had a little bit of a billing dispute at the front desk, and so I'm gonna ask my doctor about that. I might have to ask my insurance company about that, so you guys know I got a video coming regarding that. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and do what I need to do so I can be ready when the doctor comes in. Okay, I'm dressed again. So now I'm just waiting because I have a list of questions that I wanted to ask. So yeah, just waiting on the doctor to come in. Sounds good. You been busy?
Very.
Okay. When to introduce topical products on the scar? The scar was great. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I meant to look when I was down there. Oh, that does look fabulous.
I don't know how to shave. I just keep it hairy because I
just shave it.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, no, at this point you're fine. Whether you do any topical products at all is up to you. If you want to, now's a fine time to start.
Okay.
But it's not necessary.
Okay, that's fine. Where were they? Where was that big massive one? Was it intramural?
Big massive one was pedunculated.
Oh, that was the pedunculated one. Oh,
you had two pedunculated ones. The big massive one. So it was like practically growing on a stalk. Just like a huge massive thing coming off like that. You had another one that was growing on a stalk coming off the back of your uterus. That one was pressing down into like your rectum and your sacrum.
Oh, okay.
And then all of the other ones were inside.
Okay, they were all like right there.
Yep.
So not in here, nothing in there?
Well, sometimes it's hard to tell because if I'm cutting down this way, like let's say you've got one that's like this. Mm-hmm. If I'm cutting down this way and then sewing it shut, I can't necessarily tell by shelling it out how far into your uterus it goes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But yes, I did cut all the way through the wall of your uterus.
Okay.
What?
Just that. Yeah. I just wanted to know where they were. So that was a big I wonder it was so.
They were all over the place.
Oh, I'm glad they're gone. Oh, so they're pedunculated, I guess intramural.
Two of them were pedunculated, the rest were intramural.
Intramural, okay. What do they do with the fibroids once they're removed?
Well, first of all, they chop them up and they look at them under the microscope to make sure that there's no cancerous changes.
Okay.
Fibroids that turn cancerous are incredibly rare. It's like 1 out of every 2,000.
Okay.
If they are, it's really, really, really bad because that's a seriously aggressive cancer. Almost nobody survives.
If there was cancer in the fibroid, oh, that sucks.
But yours are all fine.
Okay. Do they burn them or something, or just dispose
I think they
them?
incinerate them.
What's that? Just burn them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, kind of like cremating.
Oh yeah.
It's just organs instead of, but they always keep slides. So there's little shaved sections that are preserved into slides, and they keep those for years.
Oh, just for research purposes? Or?
Actually, mainly so they can go back and re-examine them if something comes up. And then they want to look at them and make sure they didn't miss something. And this comes up in like lawsuit cases too, where we can ask the pathologist to go back and, like, let's say something else came up later on where you're like, are you sure? You know, this patient's now showing signs of, like, metastases. Like, are you sure this wasn't cancer? Go back and look again. That type of thing. So
I can see that.
they save the slides for, there's a protocol on how many years they save them, just in case there's some issue where they need to go back and look again.
Okay.
I sometimes get second or third opinions on them.
Makes sense. How much scar tissue in my uterus? I guess it just depends on where you cut it.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that's good. Oh.
So when I bring you back in 6 weeks, there's 2 tests we're going to be scheduling. I'm not scheduling them now because they have to be done at a certain time of your menstrual cycle. So I want you to keep track of your cycle. Do you have like a cycle tracking app or something?
Well, I have a calendar.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's perfectly acceptable.
Where I mark the first day, last day, and then I make notes of stuff too. Okay.
So the 2 tests we're going to be scheduling, one of them is a sonohysterogram, and that's to evaluate the shape of the cavity. And the other is the Hysterosalpingogram, which is going to check and make sure that your fallopian tubes are open and that scar tissue didn't form in them.
Okay.
So when you come in, we're going to look at your cycle tracking app, and we'll get both of those procedures scheduled for the right times.
Okay.
Or not your cycle tracking app, your calendar.
The calendar.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Oh, and then one more thing. This insurance too.
Insurance things you do not want to talk to me about. I don't do the whole, so that's.
Well, they're saying they're not going to pay for one of my hospital days because I stayed the day of surgery and then the day after surgery, and they're saying the day after surgery that they're not going to be responsible for it because, well, I could have went home, but I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Okay, I don't know. That sounds like a hospital issue and not an our clinic issue, because that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Oh, here we are. Laparoscopy, surgical, myomectomy, but they don't.
It wasn't a laparoscopy. This was billed wrong.
Oh, okay.
You're right. Laparoscopic procedures are minimally invasive.
Oh, okay.
Also, they said 1 to 4 with total weight of 250 grams or less. Hold on. That's bullshit.
That's what I
250
was
grams? I removed over 1,500 grams.
That's what,
Hold on.
This is insane. Do you guys see the stuff that you have to deal with when you go through billing with the hospital? This is insane. So, I cannot wait to put this video out there. This is crazy. You know, when you guys have your surgery, but make sure that it's billed correctly. If the insurance company is trying to push back on you and make you pay for something, then make sure that it's billed correctly and talk it over with your doctor, because 9 times out of 10, you know, it's a mistake. So I'm so excited because they're trying to stick me with an extra hospital stay that, I shouldn't be responsible for.
I made a photocopy. I've turned it over to Jamie. Okay. So the way the billing works is if it's a charge that I submit here, like ultrasound and all that stuff, I enter those codes myself.
Okay.
The hospital stuff gets entered by the hospital people. So someone at the hospital.
Sleep when it enters?
What was that?
I said, will they sleep when it enters?
I don't know, but this is completely the wrong code. Completely.
I saw laparoscopic. I didn't even pay attention to that because.
Yeah, laparoscopic would be like minimally invasive, like a robotic or stuff like that, which you can do if there's 250 grams or less, but you can't do that with that massive thing.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I thought she said they weighed a lot, like 3 pounds or something.
Yeah, no, this is, call them, we're going to call them too. But what you need to do is call the hospital and say, this is the wrong procedure. Because an open procedure, a laparotomy as opposed to a laparoscopy, we should be able to get 72 hours covered before we have to justify anything else.
Okay. Okay, we'll do.
So, but a laparoscopic procedure, you're right, 1 night is all that's needed.
Okay.
It's because the code was
wrong. Okay.
That's why they're not covering it.
Thank you so much.
And you can also call the insurance company and say, this is not the procedure I have done.
Okay.
And they'll figure it out. It's out of my hands, but at least we know who to contact now because Jamie has a photocopy of that, and she's going to call the hospital for me too and get the ball rolling on this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
You are very welcome. We'll get the insurance thing sorted out.
Okay, thank you.
November.
Okay.
Okay,
Excuse me, guys, because I just finished eating a banana. So, okay, I'm headed into my doctor's office now. And I think she's trying to test my fertility today. I'm not exactly sure what that procedure looks like, but I'll let you guys know and keep you posted. Truth be told, I have some doubts as to whether I'm going to go through with this whole fertility testing thing or not, because I don't know what that looks like. But anyway, there's a leftover bill for, it was like $1,800. And I think in the last video clip I showed you guys, I was talking to the doctor about it, and she said she would take care of it, but it's still showing up on my account that I owe. It went from $1,800 to $1,600, and I'm just wondering, what is that for? No one can seem to tell me what that's for. So I'm gonna try to get that situated today, because they may try to make me pay that or set up some type of payment arrangement before I even see the doctor, and that's a no-go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I'm getting ready to walk in because it's 10:33. I'm supposed to be here at 10:30. So I'll talk to you guys when I get in there. Okay, guys, so I just left the doctor's office, and they won't see me today because I refuse to pay whatever this bill is that I've been slapped with by my insurance company. I don't know what it's for. It's for like $1,800. And you know, I don't work in billing, I don't work in coding, I don't work in insurance. So the everyday average person would not know what these bills are for. So if you guys have surgery and then you all of a sudden get slapped with these unexpected bills, and for this procedure that you thought you paid for in full, then this is that journey. So I asked them, what is this bill for? Because, you know, when you come to the doctor's office, then you're expected to pay a copay, which is fine, you know, whatever. So you pay the copay, but then they're like, well, you know, did you want to set up a payment plan for this $1,600? And that's another thing too. It's the craziest thing, for $1,600, because the bill went from being $1,800, now it's $1,600, and I'm like, why the difference? And they looked up my information in the system, and apparently a $200 payment had been made, and they have a Discover card on file. And I actually have a Discover card. That's what I used to pay the hospital portion for the myomectomy. So you have the doctor's office, they have their set of bills, and then you have the hospital. The hospital will have their set of, oh, this stupid mask, this does not fit. The hospital department will have their set of bills. So there are two sets of bills here. And so my hair is just kind of all over the place. And so you have that going on. So, you know, I'm asking them, hey, can you help me understand this? Can you break this down for me? What is it? And they couldn't help me. They couldn't understand it. They pulled up the billing, and they just did not know where the $200 credit came from. Apparently, a Discover card on file had been used to pay a portion of the $1,800, which brought it down to like $1,600. And then in September, and I wasn't even here in September. Was I here in September? Maybe I was here in September, because there was a copay. What was I here in September for? Probably just to follow up August, September. I was here in September. So that I remember, but I don't remember paying. I did not pay $200, nor did I set up a payment plan for it. That much I do know. So it's just a nightmare. So I just want you guys to be aware that, you know, surgery for me has been great. I do feel like I've gotten my life back. I feel better. I just, you know, it feels good to know that those tumors are no longer there. However, you do have to deal with the insurance company. And there was a nice lady in the office who actually works in insurance and coding, and she kind of explained it to me the best way she knew how. She was saying that, you know, she was going through the same thing. Like, she was here maybe a couple of days ago and was questioning her bill as well, because to her knowledge, she had a baby. She didn't have surgery. And so to her knowledge, after she had her baby, you know, she paid everything. She met all her deductibles. She paid everything. But then all of a sudden she gets slapped with this bill for however much money. And so she's questioning too, like, what is this for? Can somebody explain this to me? Even though she works in insurance and coding, this is the lady I was speaking with. She works in insurance and coding, and she was saying that it's something along the lines of like it's kind of hard to hold this phone. It's something along the lines of, so the insurance company basically takes their slow, sweet time coding things and billing for things. So after you seemingly have paid for everything, because it's pretty much an estimate in a doctor's office and in a hospital. It's pretty much an estimate of what you owe. So what you're paying, you may think that you're actually paying everything off, but it's actually just an estimate. And so that bill, like the list of things that's on that bill that you pay, that you think, okay, yay, I'm home free, apparently that gets sent over to the insurance company, and the insurance company looks at it and be like, okay, this like catheter, we're only going to pay this much amount on it instead of paying all of it. So the amount that they don't pay, you get responsible for that. So they're like, we're only going to pay for, let's say the catheter is $300. We're only going to pay for $150. The insurance company may decide that they're only going to pay $150 of it. Bam. So you get a $150 bill. And so let's say that it's an extra hospital day. The insurance company's like, okay, we're not going to pay for this extra hospital day. That's $1,800. Or we're only going to pay a portion for this extra hospital day. So we'll only pay, if the hospital stay is maybe $1,800, then the insurance company will say, okay, we're only going to pay half, which is $900. So bam, so you got $150 from the catheter, $900 from the stay, and that's how it works. And that's why these bills come to you later after the surgery, when you think that everything's paid for, is because now the insurance company is taking a look at all these things and just cherry picking, what they're going to pay for, the portion they're going to pay for, blah 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 blah. I just want you ladies to be aware that these are the things that occurs after surgery, after myomectomy, because I'm walking around here living my best life. I'm just like, yay, I got my life back, I'm on top of the world, I'm excited, and I still am. But then here comes this bill that supposedly I'm responsible for, when I thought everything was cool. So now I get to deal with and battle the insurance company. So for that reason, I wasn't seen in the doctor's office today, because I refused to set up a payment plan for something I don't even know what it is. So yeah, so that's it. And I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. And that's it. I sat in the doctor's office all that time only to be told this. So yeah. Hey guys, so that concludes this video. I just wanted you guys to be aware that when you have surgery, or if you are considering having surgery, if you're someone like me who never had surgery before, I've never even just really had any issues with the doctor, except to go to the doctor for checkups and as I got older, my annual and things like that. But I've never really just had any big procedures with the doctor, so, or at the doctor's office or the hospital. So I never really knew that all of these bills and all of the insurance company, I've never just really dealt with any of that until now. So I just wanted to, just share my journey with you guys, just in case you are considering having surgery. I do not regret it at all. I really don't. But, I did want to tell the full aspect of surgery, because not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people share, the insurance crap that you have to deal with after surgery, and the billing junk that comes, after that. So I did not get a chance to actually do the 2 tests that my doctor wanted me to do, the histogram and the blah 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 blam, whatever the other test was called. I didn't get a chance to do that one either, because as you saw, when I tried to go to have them scheduled, they wouldn't let me schedule them until I actually scheduled the payment plan. That was back in November, but I didn't back then I didn't know what I was paying for, and I still kind of don't. And what happened was, I didn't meet my deductible, my insurance deductible, so the insurance company didn't pay as much of the cost as they could have because I didn't meet my deductible. So, you know, you guys always meet your deductible if you're able, if you can. And then I mentioned that there was an $1,800 bill, but it went down to $1,600. Well, I do remember before surgery, I was in a doctor's office and I paid $234 something because I was told, you know, this is the doctor's office fees for surgery. So, you know, I'm like, okay, well, I'll pay it. So, you know, we go in to the doctor's office, to the hospital, to, you know, get surgery and all this stuff. But it's not like we receive an itemized bill for everything. Like, okay, the catheter is going to cost this. This is the doctor's amount. This is this. This is this. Hey, here's your deductible. And, you know, pay that. And then once you pay this, then the insurance will pay this, and you know, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't get any of that. So, this is just, I hope you guys gathered something or gained something from this video. And, truth be told, and I still haven't scheduled the other tests, as I mentioned. And, you know, the reason for that, I already told you the reason. Reason number one was because, well, they wouldn't let me, and I have yet to reschedule, because I did get on the payment plan in order to pay off that $1,600 to pay that off. I could pay it off now, but I still might. Anyway, so there is that. And then two, you know, this has taught me that with the insurance company sucks at times. You know, they really can suck. So, and I still haven't met my deductible. So if I go and schedule this appointment for these tests, you know, truth be told, I'm a little bit concerned about what bills are going to come out of the woodwork, because even after all the bills that I was concerned about, even after the bills that I was talking about earlier in the video, I still got another bill. It was for like $180 some, and this is for I think it was an X-ray that I had. And, you know, so it's just like all this stuff is just coming and coming, like, you know, and it's just ridiculous. And so I'm a little bit reluctant to schedule these tests and, you know, to have an itemized bill come after the fact. So, you know, can't hardly blame me there. So anyway, all to say, thank you guys for coming along to the doctor's office with me. I'll keep you posted if I do decide to schedule the appointment, and then I'll make sure that all of that stuff is taken care of on the front end, so I don't get slapped with like 5 or 6 bills after the fact or after the procedure, you know, if I do decide to go ahead and schedule those procedures. So I am definitely going to my 6 months post-op, which is coming up in February, I think. So I'm definitely going to do that. I might just do that instead of the other 2 tests. So we'll just see. You know, every woman is responsible for her own health. So I encourage you guys to be, you know, just take your health into your own hands, make your own decisions, do what's best for you and your financial, you know, and your pockets and your bank account, and just take care of you. Be good to yourself. Take care of you. Love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.